well, now we've got Moroku and Sangha with us. Let's head out. And meeting us is...
おお、そうだった。お前さんたちに渡そうと思ってたものがあったのじゃ。
Right. Of course, that one's not gonna work, so... Let's see what the other one says. Okay, so according to the translation here, Kakuju says, "Oh, that's right. There was something I wanted to give you guys." While in the English version, Kakuju says, "Oh, that's right. There was something I wanted to give you." So, pretty much the exact same thing.
そこの奉仕殿ならきっと役立てることができるはず。
Follows with, according to the translation, "I'm sure the priest over there can be of some help." Though in the English translation... Yeah, okay. In the English translation, Kakuju says that monk there should be able to help you make good use of it. Though, of course, with the translation, it is a little bit more vague with just, "I'm sure the priest over there can be of some help." What exactly for? Well...
さあ、持っていくがよい。
And here, Kakuju said, according to Google Translate, Kakuju is saying, "Come on, take it." While the Deep L translator, Kakuju says, "Now take it with you." And in the English version, Kakuju says, "Go on, show him." Which, interesting that the English version is just saying, like, show him this thing, but according to the translations, Kakuju's just saying, "Here, take this." Almost like, I'm sure the monk will figure it out. Oh, hello. Okay, so in the English version, Moroku questions, "Is it a talisman?" In the Japanese, you can definitely hear him say "ofuda" or "ofuda." The translations turn out a little weird, with the Deep-L translator calling them bills, while Google Translate calls it a note. But a talisman, I guess, technically would be the closest thing.
ああ、ちょっとしたまじないを込めておいた。
Let's see. In the English version, Kakuju responds with, "Aha, I added a little magic in there too." While according to the translation, Kakuju says, "Oh, I put a little spell into it."
共に戦うときには力を発揮することじゃろう。
Oh, hold on. Mentions Michiru by name here. Okay. That certainly isn't in the English, or, yeah, no, that certainly isn't in the English version. Huh. Let's see. So in the English version, Kakuju follows with... It will give you power when you fight together. But according to the translation, Kakuju says, when you fight alongside Michiru, you'll be able to show your strength. So this is supposed to be the story revelation for the co-op text, even though if you level up high enough, early enough, you can get co-op text before you meet Kakuju. Still, it's a little interesting here that story-wise, the co-op texts are gained as a result of Kakuju. Though specifically the Ofuda talismans that Kakuju gives to Moroku is a little specific because in Moroku's first co-op tech with Kururugi, he uses those very same talismans, so just a little interesting to me. Come on. And here, Moroku says, "Thank you, Kakuju-sama." While in the English version says, "Thank you so much, Kakuju." Now, of course, where or when did Moroku learn Kakuju's name? More than likely mentioned off screen by the group, getting Moroku and Sango caught up on what's been happening. Like, that's really the only thing that would make sense.
よいよい。わしもそろそろ出発するとしよう。それではな。
Let's see. According to the translation here, Kakuju says, "Well, well, I think it's time for me to depart. See you then." Or, at least according to the Google Translate results, the Deep L translation result is, "Good, good. I'd better get going too. So long." While in the English version, Kakuju says, "You're welcome. I should get going. Bye for now." And that's pretty much it. But, let's see. Okay, what the heck are you? You are... Nectar. Okay. Energy regain's good. Let's see. Right. Now for this. Let's see. Come on. Sorry, just need to get the English version up to where it needs to be. Oh. I think I missed it. Oops. Alright, 1 second. Let's see, here we go. Alright, so... according to the translation here, Kururugi is asking if Moroku can... Or, this is specifically Michiru asking. Kagome has a completely different scene. And interaction with Moroku. But here, Michiru is asking Moroku, Moroku, can you chant sutras? While in the English version, Michiru just asks, can you chant Moroku?
ええ、できますよ。
Let's see. And Moroku responds with, yes, I can, in both the English and translated. And in both the English version and the translated result, so...
じゃあお葬式をしたりとかも？
Let's see. And then Michiru asks, so, okay. Google Translate result is a little off, I'd say. The Google Translate result has Michiru asking, so, do you have funerals and stuff? While the Deep L translation has Michiru asking, so you've done funerals and stuff? Which, I do think the Deep L translation is a bit more accurate. While the English version, Michiru asks you can, sorry. Yeah, okay, English version, Michiru asks, you can lead a funeral too? So, pretty much same thing, just different wording.
ええ、もちろん。でなければ、奉仕にはなれませんよ。
And Moroku's response... according to Google Translate, even though it needs to be reworded, responds with, yes, of course, otherwise you can't become a priest. Although I'm pretty sure it needs to be reworded to, otherwise I couldn't become a priest, because that lines up a bit better with the English version, where he responds with, of course, otherwise I wouldn't be a monk.
弥勒様ってすごいな。
That's a little interesting. So here, Michiru definitely sounds like he's more impressed. Whereas in the English version, Michiru comes off as sounding more excited at hearing Moroku's answer. In the English version, Michiru says, wow, you're amazing. While according to the translation here, Michiru says, wow, Moroku-sama is amazing.
だって僕とそんなに年も変わらないのに奉仕様だなんて。
Yeah, I definitely think the tone with Kururugi in this, with Michiru between the English and Japanese version, between the English and Japanese version, definitely is different here. In the English version, Michiru continues with, you're not much older than me, but you're a monk. While according to the translation, Google Translate says, because he's a monk, even though he's not that much older than me.
サンゴさんもそう思うでしょ?
And then, according to the translation... according to Google Translate's version, Michiru asks, "You think so too, don't you, Sango?" While according to the Deep L translation, Michiru asks, "Don't you think so too, Sango?" And in the English version, Michiru asks, "Don't you think that's impressive, Sango?" I don't need to translate that. That's just her giving a scoff.
サゴさん
And then here... Oh, I forgot to shot that. In the English version, Michiru reacts to this with, Sango? While, according to the translation, Michiru is responding with, Sango?
僕もしかしてサンゴさんに嫌われてる
And here we go. Let's see. Inner thought. Inner thought. In the English version, because they don't do anything to show the difference between spoken and internal thought dialogue, Michiru says, "Maybe Sango doesn't like me." And I know some people who have reacted like, "You're saying that out loud." No, he fucking isn't. Because according to the translation here, at least according to Google Translate, Michiru's internal thought is, "Maybe Sango hates me?" While the Deep L translation result is, "I wonder if Sango hates me?" And that's really about it. Let's see, pick this up.
いいもの見つけた
Let's see. You are... Shugendo Elixir. I'm not actually sure what that one does, because I don't remember what the English equivalent is. Let's see.
いいもの見つけた
And here we have Mule earrings. I mean, they're earrings, so they're equipables. Let's see. Nope, that's stats, not equipment. I need this one. Let's see. That's not the earrings. But I should see what... I think this one is... Action? That should be action. When equipped, increase action points by 2. Yep. Okay. What was the name of it? Swallows Magatama. Oh, right. They... In the English version, they translated it as the Swallow Mirror for whatever reason. This is the one I need. The earrings. What did you do? Protection from fire. Only humans can equip. No, I didn't want to equip it. Get rid of that. Let's see. I should probably give that to Kagome, or give the Swallow's Mirror to Kagome for now, just to make her a little faster so she can heal people better. Alright, sure. Give me a fight after one step.
まだ私たちに気づいていないみたいね。
よーし。
Alright.
燃え盛る炎よ。怒りの刃となれ。やったぞ。
来い。
Okay, in blade, and I think this one is poison powder, which, if it is, I know what one to avoid using. What the? Throws flying bones? What? Oh! Flying... Oh, that... What? That should be Haraiko's then, but I don't recall that being a normal tech for her. What? Hold on. What's this? And that won't translate because it... Okay. Okay. What's this one then? Okay, this is Kirara then. Okay, throw bones. What? Oh shit, that is Hiraiko's. I thought that was one of her special attacks.
Yes.
Alright.
Yes.
Let's see. No, that's just a cheer, which means... So, you know, right, you don't have any offensive attacks yet, so...
お願い、当たって。それ、やった。
カゴメにしちゃ上出来だな。おし。往生しやがれ。鬼神決闘。もらった。
ほらか。
Alright. Moroku. Your stuff is just support, so you're not going to have your offensive stuff, but I may as well see what the translations of your stuff is. This one is recover physical strength of one ally with magical power, so that's your healing. And this one is... Okay, this one is spiritual vision to see the opponent's health. And wind tunnel, which... technically Shibo's is still better because it hits everything, even though it does damage, and this is a guarantee removal. Suck in an enemy, throw a hole in your hand. Yep. Okay. Well, nothing you can really do besides attack regularly.
やる気ですか。ほりゃ。よし。成敗いたしましたな。ま、こんなもんでしょう。
Let's see. What's the translation to this? I rarely finish fights with Moroku, so I don't remember what the English versions of his stuff was. According to this, the translation is, it was a success. Oh, that's about it. Alright. I don't know what the English version is. Oh, wow, hold up. Moroku and Sango actually joined up at a higher level than everyone else. Interesting. Oh, and here we go. Let's see. Let's have a look-see here. InuYasha learned the Bakuryuha, or Backlash Wave. And what is this one? Moroku and oh! Okay. I mean, I guess it makes sense that they should have their co-op tech first. Oh, boy. Wow. That's gonna be interesting to hear in Japanese. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Just this one. I mean, it still got the kill, so that's fine by me. Oh shit! That did a lot of damage. Okay. Okay. 10. Oh, okay. Here we go. Michiru. What skill is this now? Sealed blue sky. All right. Oh, right. And there's something else. Of course. Contact with... I think that's Moroku. Which should make sense. No, Shippo. Right. Okay. Sure, why not?
InuYasha様、先ほどから運気が変わってきたようでございますぞ。
Oh, and another fortune change.
なんだと？どう変わったってんだよ。
波乱万丈、楽あれば苦あり。どちらになるかはわかりませんな。
Let's see. What the hell is this one? Okay. According to the translation here, Myoga says our fortune says for our fortune, life is full of ups and downs. There are joys and sorrows, and you never know which one it will be. So that's up and down, so we'll either get the absolute best or the absolute worst, randomized per fight. Great.
命を粗末にするのですか。
Well, I definitely need to heal up Michiru first. Ah, that... I was not expecting that crit.
ありがとう。
Shippo doesn't have any energy because I used in the last one. Oh, freaking course! And then Seal Blue Sky. Let's see. What does this say about you? Uses the power of Shikigami to seal the skills of one enemy. Right, of course. Wait, no, I still needed that. Use it once. Sango is coming up, so... Sure. Oh! Okay, no, it needs 2 each. Alright. Alright. Actually, yeah, no, in that case, you may as well heal her up.
これからですよ。
And Sango's translation here is... Alright, it was no big deal. Alright. I think that's a cicada skin. Yeah, and I think I already have one of those. Yep, okay. Seven on a crit? Alright.
Yosh.
Yeah, because you were the one who... Let's do it on you because I'm pretty sure you're the one that can heal.
れるヘチキューよ。静寂の声を響かせよ。どうだ。
やるわね。よし。
Even though I could probably finish the fight if I just attack them all.
カゴメさんすごいな。
I still would like to hear Michiru's chants every time I can.
交渉しやがれ。鬼人決闘。
Even if I have no idea what he's saying.
くたばりな。飛来魂。よし。退治完了。さあ、先に行くよ。
Okay, judging from that, I think I know what the English version of that is. Let's see, according to the translation, Songo says, eradication complete. Let's go first. The English version I'm pretty sure is enemy slain. Let's keep moving. Or something like that. Which way do I need to go for this? All right. Uh-oh. I almost want to do something stupid here and just try it. Even though there are 6 people currently in the party, so the odds of InuYasha getting attacked solo are incredibly low. Let's see, the translation for the description for Backlash Wave is, wait for the enemy's attack and unleash a technique that deals great damage to one enemy. Alright. Up! That's probably a waste of energy. Yeah, because you multi-hit. Even though you struck InuYasha, you multi-targeted, so... I'm not going to swing into you, just in case you go into InuYasha and set off the backlash wave. If you'd be so kind. Nope. Alright. Well. That was a waste. And that is the drawback of techniques like the backlash wave.
よし
Oh, it slowed him down. Okay, that's what. Huh. Alright.
燃え盛る炎よ
I mean, I guess that explains why he was moving so much slower. Oh, it didn't kill, so if you swing at InuYasha, you can still get it off. What are you doing? Oh, there we go! Backlash wave! Holy shit! He actually swung an InuYasha! Okay. Okay.
俺たちとやり合うなんて10年早えぜ
Alright, InuYasha, or sorry, Shippo learned, I believe this is Foxfire Attack. The translation for the defense one was Foxfire Charm, so this is Foxfire Attack. Alright, lowers the attack of one enemy target. But of course, it doesn't work on bosses, so pretty much useless. Hey, I managed to get the backlash wave off at least once, so I'm glad for that.
命を粗末にするのですか
That means I don't need to do it ever again. Yes, I do. Okay, no, that's a little interesting. In the English version, for the basic co-op text, Michiru specifically calls out, help me out, Shikigami. But here, he said, Ike, Shikigami. So, he was commanding it to attack. So, that's an interesting difference between, like, declaring it to attack and asking it for help. Or I guess EK could also be used for, like, go for it. Let's see, this one is... Alright, according to the translation, Songo is saying, alright, it was no big deal. I think I already got that one, though. Oh, well. Yeah, and... Kagome. And nothing new here. Alright. Fair enough.
いいもの見つけた。
I think this one's the Sacred Tree Dew again. Morning Dew from the Sacred Tree, yep.
Oh, いいもの見つけた。
This one is... Jewel of Defense. Okay. I'm pretty sure that's an equipment.
いいもの見つけた。
And this one is... Snake Skin. Okay. Just one moment. No, I already had that. Alright. Never mind then. Oh. Oh, this is a little too perfect. Since they're right there and have the energy. Let's see. Alright. Let's go for it. I have to know what they say. But also I'm just gonna do this for the hell of it. Okay, so that's how they just show stat drops in the Japanese version.
Hey.
Eh. Sure. Yeah, you saw that like it's completely useless. So may as well. Oh, jeez. Oh no, Shippo especially. Oh no.
大丈夫？この絆創膏で大丈夫よ。
I was not expecting that.
すまんの。
That badger absolutely needs to get blasted. Get out of here.
くたばりな、飛来骨。よし。
Thank you.
ほらか。
Better safe than sorry. Yeah, because in the English version, for any stat increases, they have the blue upward triangle with what stats being affected.
私の法力が
And for decreases, it's a red downward triangle with what stats being affected. Great. You just had to seal me when I actually wanted to use the wind tunnel.
やる気ですか
God damn it.
いやしまった
You piece of crap. Also, damn, Shippo's turn again already? Holy shit, he's fast. Like, I knew Shippo was fast in this game, but... Jeez.
いいぞイニューシャ
行くぞ。爆雷術。
よし
Alright.
燃え盛る炎へ怒りの刃となれやったぞよっしゃ僕たちの勝ちだ
Well. Hello. Which one is this? I believe that one's Moroku. Yeah, Moroku learned Law of Purification. Or Spirit Purification, so hey, he can heal poisons now. Right, no. Before I get into another fight. You get the 100. Then I have another, and I have a 150. Right, no, that's Nectar. I can't use that. Oh, jeez. Okay. Roku. Use the 50 on you. Use the 25 on you. And the 2 20s on you should be fine. Well, I mean, this is kind of a perfect opportunity.
往上しやがれ風の傷もらった
Because I may as well get you off the board.
行きますよ風穴
やめる奉仕様。
Of course, it's not a guaranteed success. There is actually a chance it can fail. And it does not work on bosses, of course.
行くよ。
Because then that would make fights too easy. I mean, it makes sense.
よし。さあこちゃん最高。行くぞ。爆雷ずつ。 オラのおかげじゃな。
Hold on. For this screen, I think it's been a while, but I think if you're playing as Kagome, there's an additional scene between her and Moroku. At this point, I mean, we'll find out in March. Yeah, I just want to get out of here right now. No, she goes too far back for that, but maybe after.
燃え盛る炎よ怒りの刃となれやったぞ
Uh-oh. It's not that. Ow. I know you can hit everybody, and I need to stop that.
よし。
Well, at least we have our second healer.
はいこれからですよ
すまんの。よし。大丈夫？この絆創膏で大丈夫よ。
ありがとう
You Shippo, I just need you to blow everything up, please and thanks. Please and thanks!
行くぞ。
Oh, you... Okay. InuYasha, please. Finish them off.
奇人ゲスト
There we go. Thank you.
俺たちとやり合うなんて10年早えぜ
Alright, good. perfect timing, because now we can go for a quick break. And we're back.
Oh, やっと鼓の村に着いたか。
Let's see. Okay, so according to the translations, Shippo is exclaiming, "Oh, we finally reached Suzumi Village." Well, in the English version, he simply says, "We finally made it." Though in the English version, he also sounds incredibly exhausted, like they've been on the trail for a while. Here, not so much. At least it didn't sound like it.
ここが鼓の村なんだ。
Okay. According to the translation, Kururugi is saying, "This is Suzumi Village." Of course, under the tone of, "Oh, so this is what the place is like." In the English version, Kururugi says, "So, this is Suzumi Village." Pretty much the same thing. So that's probably why the English version didn't have Shippo say, "We finally made it to Suzumi Village," because Kururugi says the village name right afterward. But of course, trouble as soon as we enter. And of course, this guy's just crying out and asking for help. According to this, the translation is saying, Kururugi saying, "What? Ah, it's a yokai!" Well, in the English version, Kururugi says, "What? Oh no, a demon!"
おじさん、早くこっちに。
Okay, so Oji-san, I am aware, can be used for either old man, uncle, or mister. The translator, for whatever reason, is defaulting to uncle, which, I mean, I guess because that is the more common translation for it. But I'm pretty sure it should be "Mister, hurry up here," according to the translation. In the English version, Sango calls out, "Old man, over here, quick!" But the thing is, this guy, like, just looking at the character model, doesn't look that old. Like, he still has black hair. Let's see. Alright, that one seems a bit weird. So let's check the English version for some context. So in the English version, the demon says, if you get in the way, I'll eat you too. According to the translation results, the demon is saying, what are you guys doing? If you get in the way, you'll all die together. InuYasha's remark, according to the translation, is, hey, isn't that interesting? Go ahead and try it if you can. While in the English version, InuYasha says, very funny, just try it. Once you go small fry being treated like a mid-boss or something. Alright. You know what? Screw it. I'm probably never going to use it otherwise. Alright. Hours. Okay, it's got 77 left. Okay. If Shibbo doesn't get it, I'm sure Kagome will. There we go. Nothing new for sure. Alright. Okay. Interesting translation choice there, Deep L. That just means I'm not gonna use you, but I'll probably still read you out anyway. Yeah, alright. Let's see. We have the English version. Alright. English version, InuYasha just smugly says, huh, he was all talk. According to the translation here, InuYasha says, huh, he's not as good as he sounds. According to the Deep L translator, InuYasha says, heck, I ain't even got the balls to do it. I don't know why. I don't know why, I just don't. Because InuYasha ever saying that he doesn't have the balls to do something is not in his character. Saying someone else doesn't have the balls, sure. Saying he doesn't, no, he's not the type. He's too fucking arrogant. Let's see. So here... in the English version, this character says, thank you so much. According to the Google Translate results, he goes, phew, thank you very much. And according to the Deep L translator, says, I am very thankful for your help.
この辺も物騒になって、村祭りの買い物に外に出たらいきなり襲われて。
And then the Deep L translator kind of goes to shit. Alright. Google Translate result, he continues with, this area is also in a terrible state. I went out to do some shopping for the village festival and was suddenly attacked. In the English version, he says, this area has become so dangerous. I went out to do some shopping for the festival and all of a sudden I was being chased. And then the English version, he continues with, I didn't know what was going to become of me.
どうなることかと思いましたよ。
Here, according to the Deep L translator, he says, I was afraid of what was going to happen. While the Google Translate result says, I wondered what was going to happen.
まあおめえ、俺たちに会うなんて運が良かったよな。
See. In the English version, InuYasha remarks, well, you're lucky we ran into you. While the Google Translate result, he says, well, you were lucky to meet us.
うん、とにかく無事でよかったよ。
See, and from Kururugi, says, yeah, anyway, I'm glad you're safe. While in the English version, says, yes, I'm glad you're okay. So I would definitely prefer the translation result because, especially in this regard, responding with yeah first is better than yes.
いやー、しかし本当に助かりました。
Let's see. Let's see. In the English version, the villager says, "Thank you so much for helping me." While the translation says, "But it really helped me a lot." I don't know about that. I don't know, that just sounds a little weird. Responding to, anyway, we're glad you're okay.
皆様、旅の途中とお見受けしたが、よろしければ今日は。
Whatever. Let's see. And then here. Huh. Okay, no, this translation's coming out weird. Like, I'm not even gonna bother with the Deep L translator, that one's just turning up garbage. But Google Translate, I can't really make sense of this, because it's translating this as, I'm sorry to have come here during your trip, but if you don't mind, today... And then there's a pause. But the English version, he says, you must be in the middle of traveling, but if you like... You can stay in my home tonight. It's the least I can do in return for saving my life. You're very welcome to stay there. Okay. Let's see what the next part of this looks like, because otherwise I don't think the translation result here makes sense.
私の家へお泊まりにならんか。いや、命を助けてもらったお礼じゃ。ぜひお越しくだされ。
Alright, let's see. I'm sorry to have come here during your trip, but if you don't mind, today... Would you like to stay at my house? No, it's a thank you for saving my life. Please, come and join us. Okay, no, that does sound a little bit better. That beginning one, though, of him saying, but it really helped me a lot in response to Kururugi's... Anyway, I'm glad you're safe. It's still a little weird to me.
僕たちそういうつもりじゃ。
Let's see. Let's see. So to that offer, the translation to Kururugi is, well, that's not what we intended. But the English version, Kururugi says, oh, you don't have to do that. I mean, it makes sense. Like, they weren't intending on staying the night in the village. They were just going to pass right on through. But...
いやいや、そこまで言われては断るのもかえって失礼ですな。
In comes Moroku. And according to the translation says, well, if you say so, it would be rude to refuse. Just kind of ignoring what Kururugi says. But in the English version, Moroku just says, it would be really rude if you refused. So, the English version is Moroku telling Kururugi, it would be rude to refuse his offer. But according to the translation, Moroku cuts Kururugi off and takes over the conversation, saying, well, if you're going to offer, it would be rude for us to refuse. So, definitely a bit of a context change there.
って弥勒様。
Okay. Huh. Okay. In the English version, Kururugi responds with simply Moroku. While the Google Translate result, Kururugi responds with, Moroku, or Moroku-sama. Again, there is a bit of a context change behind it, even though it's just calling out his name. From the Japanese one, it does come off more as Kururugi being like, wait, but I thought we had, to get to the castle, like that was our goal. Why are we stopping the night here when we could just get to our destination? While the English version, I feel, is more Kururugi's modesty kind of trying to take over again. Like, are you sure, Moroku?
でもお布団で寝られるのは嬉しいかも。
Let's see. And Kagome steps in saying, but I think it would be nice to sleep on a futon. While in the English version, she says, it would be nice to sleep in a real bed. Although, the English version, like, knowing that she was talking about a futon in the Japanese version, the English version having her say a real bed, considering we know what, I mean, I guess a real bed in feudal Japan, I guess a futon would be the closest thing. Though, let's be honest, she'd be far more used to the bed she has at home in the present.
おいおい、かごめさんまで。
Oh no, this is interesting. No, this is interesting. Kururugi's actually kind of having a struggle with the others right now. Yeah, no. Okay, no, this is neat. In the English version, Kururugi's response is, "Oh, Kagome," like, and it definitely sounds like it has the sound to it that that Kururugi's going, of course you'd want to sleep in a bed for the night, but here the the translation result for this is Kururugi saying, hey, Kagome-san. Like, he's also trying to stop her, like, and being like, hey, we have, like, we don't need to stay. We can just pass on through and go straight to the castle. Why are we stopping for the night? Like, this actually does also... Oh, no. This is neat because it does add context to Kururugi because, again, for, like, the first half of the game, or really the entire game, their whole thing is wanting to get home as soon as possible. They don't want to stay in the feudal era any longer than necessary. So, Moroku and Kagome being like, no, like, we're being offered a place to stay for the night, so let's take them up on that and have a place to rest. So the Japanese version is, like, it kind of feels like is trying to set up some kind of conflict between Kururugi and the rest of the group.
そうと決まれば一緒に来てくだされ。こちらでございます。
Let's see. And then the villager says, if that's what you've decided, please come with me. Here we are. Not sure why the here we are is there. In the English version, he says, well, if you decided, then come with me. Let's see. Okay, no. So there's a slight issue with the Google Translate result. The DeepL translator, it didn't get as good of a result, but it does have a better end to this. The DeepL translator says, if you decide to do so, come with us. This way, please. So I definitely take the majority of the Google Translate result with, if that's what you've decided, please come with me. But then get rid of the here we are to this way, please. Or actually, no, a better rewording. If that's what you've decided, come with me. This way, please. Yeah, no, that sounds better. That definitely sounds better to me.
ここがわしの家でございます。まあ大したものはありませんが、何日でもここにいてくだされ。
Oh, come on. Alright, so the translation here comes out as, this is my house. Well, it's nothing special, but you can stay here for as long as you like. While the English version, he says, this is my home. It's not much, but you're welcome to stay here as long as you like. So pretty much the exact same, just instead of, well, it's nothing special, they changed to, it's not much. But this is also probably the only time in the English version of the game that they use home instead of house, because every other time after they use house as the translation, and again, especially with certain characters, it just comes off as really weird.
どのみちこの先の街道は通れませんし。
Let's see. And then he follows up with, anyway, the highway ahead is impassable. While in the English version, he says, the rest of the highway is blocked anyway.
街道ってお城へ向かう街道のこと？
And then Kururugi's response is, oh, by highway, you mean the highway leading to the castle? While in the English version, Kururugi just says, you mean the highway that goes to the castle?
そうでございます。この間の大雨でな、崖が崩れて。
Let's see. The translation here is... That's right. The other day, there was a heavy rain, and the cliff collapsed. While the English version says, yes, all this heavy rainfall caused a big landslide. So in the English version, like, all he says is all this heavy rain. He doesn't specify when it happened. But according to the translation, they specify the other day there was a heavy rain. So, sometime pretty recently. Whereas the English version seems to suggest that the heavy rainfall was ongoing for a while. So I do think I like the English the translated result of this a little bit better.
街道が通れんようになっておるのですわ。
Let's see. And then he follows up with, the road has become impassable. While the English version, he continues with, so you can't use the highway now.
それは困ったわね。
Kagome, I think in the English version she responds with, that's unfortunate. Let's see. Yep. I have no idea how I knew that was exactly what her response was, but okay. Okay. This actually also seems like something of a context change, because according to the translation, Kagome says that's a problem. In the English version, her saying that's unfortunate is like, well, like, it can't be helped. But from the Japanese version, saying that it's a problem comes off as more of, well, so now what are we gonna do?
ついてませんな。
Let's see. Roku respond. Oh, what? Huh. Hold up. Huh. No, I think we've got something, completely different here. So in the English version, Kagome says that it's unfortunate that the highway is blocked. And Moroku responds with, we're unlucky, but he doesn't sound all that disappointed. Here, according to the translations, Kagome said that the highway being blocked is a problem. And the translation from Moroku is coming up as, I'm not following. Like, he doesn't understand. So, what's going on here?
その割には嬉しそうじゃな、ミロク。
Huh. Now, I'm almost starting to wonder if the translation from Moroku there was... like, from the Google Translate was pretty bad. Because in the English version, Shippo responds with, you look pretty happy though, Moroku. And that's what the translations are coming up as. The DeepL translator is, instead of that, you look happy, Moroku. While the Google Translate result is, instead, you look happy, Moroku. Which feels like a weird response to him saying that he's not following why Kagome said it was a problem that the highway was blocked. Let's see. Hold on. In the English version, Moroku follows up with, no, not at all. While the translation says, no, that's never the case. What? No, this is coming off a little bit weird to me. Huh. Hold on. Let's go through the translation again. Kagome said that the highway being blocked off is a problem. Moroku said he doesn't follow. Shippo said that Moroku seems happy about that, despite the bad news. In the English version, he ends up following up with, anyway, are there any girls my age around here? As you do with Moroku. Okay, hold up. I think I need to go through a series of stuff. One sec. Alright, so let's kind of get this in order. So Densuke says, the other day there was a heavy rain and the cliff collapsed. The road has become impassable. Kagome responds with, that's a problem. Moroku says, I'm not following. Only for Shippo to say, instead, you look happy, Moroku. And Moroku says, no, that's not the case. By the way, don't you have any marriageable daughters here? Hold on. So I'm trying to piece together how this makes sense. Compared to the English version. Because English version, Kagome says that's unfortunate. Moroku says we're unlucky, but he doesn't look upset, which Shippo points out, and is also the case here. Okay, no, I think I get it. I think I get it now. Kagome said it's a problem. Moroku said he doesn't follow, while he doesn't look all that upset. To which Shippo points that out, like, hold on, why aren't you upset about us being stuck here? Only to, like, or Shippo pretty much seems to suggest that Moroku seems happy that we're stuck here. For the time being. But then, of course, we have, like, an actual dialogue change, because according to the translation, Moroku is asking if Densuke, the villager, has any marriageable daughters. Though I'm assuming he means if there are any marriageable daughters in the village. But then the English version is just like, are there any girls my age around here? Trying to be a bit more subtle about it, whereas the Japanese version is far more upfront.
Huh?
I don't think I need to do anything with that. The villager's just confused.
そういうことかよ。
Let's see. InuYasha. According to the translation, responds with, "Is that so?" While in the English version, he responds with, "Now I get it."
まあ半ば想像はしておったが。
Let's see, Shippo, what did you say? Shippo says, well, I kind of imagined it. Well, the English version, he says, that's what I thought. Both, Kururugi does this in both the English and Japanese version. I almost want to think, I don't know if it's supposed to be them feeling a little uncomfortable at Moroku looking for girls to flirt with, but I think the more accurate take would be having learned that they can't go through the highway because it's blocked off. They're like, crap. Now what are we gonna do?
あれサンゴさん、どこへ行くの？
See here. And here, according to the translation from both Google Translate and the DeepL translator, Kururugi's asking, "Hey, Sango, where are you going?" And in the English version, says the same thing. All right. Let's see.
しばらくここにいるのなら、今のうちに城の情報でも集めてくるよ。
Come on. Let's see. Sango's response, according to the translation, is, "If I'm going to be here for a while, I'll gather some information about the castle now." While the English version, she responds with, "If we're going to be here for a while, I'm going to go see if I can find any information about the castle." So pretty much just swap the first "I'm" from the translation to "we're," and then it's pretty much the exact same thing. Yeah, if we're going to be here for a while, I'm going to go see. Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much the same, just need to change one word from the translation.
あの娘さんは退治屋さんなのかな。退治屋の武器を使っておられたが。
Let's see. See, according to the translation, Daisuke is saying, "Is that girl an exterminator? She was using an extermination weapon." The English version, he says, "Is she a demon slayer? She has a demon slayer's weapon." So, pretty accurate, given the dub translated yokai exterminator to demon slayer.
ええ、そうですよ。
Let's see. Roku's response is, according to the translation, is, "Yes, that's right." While the English version of the game, he says, "Yes, she is." So, it's close enough. Similar enough.
退治屋さんとは珍しい。
Let's see. Densuke, Huh. Okay, no, that translation came out weird. In the English version, he says, I see. It's rare to see a demon slayer. While the translation results, he says it's rare to be called an exterminator. Hmm.
あれ以来全然見なくなってしまいましたからな。
According to the translation, he continues with, since then, I haven't seen it at all. I'm pretty sure that needs to be written to, I haven't seen them at all. But the English version says, since that incident, we don't see them anymore. I mean, pretty much close enough.
退治屋さん？ねえ、退治屋って何なの？
And then Kururugi's asking Exterminator, hey, what's an Exterminator? While in the English version, they say Demon Slayer. What's that? Which does feel a little weird that Kururugi's asking about it now, when that was how Kagome introduced Sango when they first met in Kaede's village, saying Sango uses the Buddhist sutras, and Sango's a demon slayer. So it's like, why wouldn't Kururugi ask about it then? But whatever.
それは妖怪退治を専門に請け負う退治人のことなのですが。
Let's see. Okay, now that translation turned out a little weird. So in the English version, Moroku answers with, it is a specially trained person who goes after demons. According to the translation, I'm gonna have to reword this, but the way the translator turned this out is, I'm looking for someone who specializes in exterminating yokai, an exterminator. I'm pretty sure it would be better translated as, well, it's someone who specializes in exterminating yokai, an exterminator.
ええ、退治屋の里っていうところがあって、そこで暮らしてたらしいんだけど。
Let's see. Then Kagome follows up with, yes, there is a place called Exterminator Village, and apparently she lived there. Whereas in the English version, Kagome says, she lived in the Demon Slayer village.
里か。なんだか忍者みたいだね。
Huh. Alright, even the Japanese version has Kururugi mentioned ninjas here. Into the... yeah, okay. According to the translation, Kururugi says village. It's kind of like a ninja. While in the English version, Kururugi says a village. Sounds like the ninjas.
うん。
And of course, in the English version, Kagome's follow-up is yes. while the translations is, yeah. One moment. And in the English version, she follows up with, but don't talk about it in front of Sango.
でもサンゴちゃんにはその話は聞かないであげて。
Well, according to the translator, she says, but please don't tell Sango about that.
どうして？
Kururugi asks, why? According to the translation, while in the English version, Kururugi simply asks why.
実はね、退治屋の里は奈落の罠で全滅させられたの。
And of course, the depressing music. According to the translation, Kagome is saying, the truth is, the entire exterminator village was wiped out by a trap set by Naraku. While in the English version, she answers, because, through trickery, Naraku completely destroyed the Demon Slayer village.
それじゃサンゴさんの家族は。
Let's see. And then Kururugi asks, well then, what about Sango's family? While in the English version, Kururugi says, what happened to Sango's family?
それは。
Let's see. In the English version, Kagome pauses with a, well, while according to the translation, she says that...
生き残ったのはサンゴとサンゴの弟だけでした。
Oh, okay. Well, that one broke. Give me a sec. Hiroku continues with, the only ones who survived were Sango and her younger brother. Which is also what the English version went with, alright.
その弟でさえ今は奈落に捕らえられているのです。
And then continues with, even her younger brother is now a prisoner of Naraku. While the English version, he continues with, her younger brother was taken by Naraku. Close enough.
くそ、奈落の野郎。
This is a little interesting. Okay. So the English version, InuYasha's response to that is a very angered, damn Naraku. The Google Translate result is, damn it, Naraku, so close enough. The Deep L translation, however, I do feel is fitting for InuYasha, but since the Deep L translation doesn't mention Naraku's name, I think it can be inferred that that what the translation is directing what he's saying at is from Moroku's mention of Naraku, because the default translator translates InuYasha's dialogue as, "Damn you, you son of a bitch."
そうなんだ。サンゴさんにそんな過去があったなんて。
Let's see. And Kururugi says, according to the translation, "I see. I had no idea Sango had such a past." While the English version, Kururugi says, "I didn't realize Sango had that in her past." Which, close enough, I guess.
Tadaima.
Okay. This should just be Sango saying, "I'm back." Yeah, and that's... I mean, the translators have this as, "I'm home," while the English version has this, went with, "I'm back," which does make more sense.
おう、お疲れ様でした。それで何か情報はありましたか？
And Moroku says, according to the translation, "Oh, thank you for your hard work. So, did you have any information?" At least according to the Google Translate result, the Deep L translation result is, "Oh, thank you very much. So, have you heard anything?" While the English version went with, "Welcome back. So, did you find anything out?" I mean, both the English version and the Google Translate result are fine for the situation, because "welcome back" is a perfectly usual response to someone saying that they've come back, or that they just got back. But just kind of given the characters, the situation, and all that, Moroku saying, "Thank you for your hard work," is also pretty accurate of a response. And then, of course, asking if she found anything.
あまり人に会えなくて。
Sango's response is, "No, I don't get to see many people." At least according to the Google Translate result, the Deep L translation has this as, "No, it's just that I haven't been able to see many people." While the English version, Sango responded with, "No, I couldn't find many people."
そうでしたか。まあ、街道も取れないことですし、焦らずに行きましょう。
Alright, interesting tone there. According to the translation, Moroku's response is, "I see. Well, we can't get through the highway, so let's not rush." But in the English version, Moroku's response is, "Well, we can't use the highway now anyway, so we might as well take it easy." So, the English version definitely makes Moroku's response sound a bit more easygoing, while in Japanese, Moroku's like, "Well, unfortunately, we can't really do anything right now. So, let's just take it slow for a bit and figure things out."
その通りでございます。
Let's see. Densuke says, that's right. While in the English version, he just says oh wait, no, right, there is a follow-up. Even though, usually if you see both ends of the Japanese-style quotations like this, it means they're done talking. Weird. So yeah, the translation here is Densei saying that's right, while the English version had him say exactly.
ささ、布団の用意もできとりますので、とりあえず今日のところはゆっくりお休みになってください。
Okay, so he did have a follow-up. I almost was going to think that the Japanese version had someone else speak up that the English version cut. Let's see. So here the translation is... Now, the futon is ready, so please get some rest for now. While the English version, he says, well, your beds are ready. Why don't you call it a day and try to get some rest?
ありがとうございます、おじさん。それじゃあ、おやすみなさい。
Huh. Now, this is a little interesting. I think... Let's see, in the English version... Oh, never mind. In the English version, Kururugi just says, thank you so much, good night. While according to the translation, Kururugi says, thank you, uncle. Good night, then. Or, at least according to the Google Translate result, the Deep L translation result is, thank you, uncle. Well then, good night. Again, I'm pretty sure for this instance, Oji-san should be Mr. But, eh.
Minasan, 今日はお休みにしませんか?
And then Moroku, being the one to say, everyone, would you like to take today off? While in the English version, he says, everybody, should we take the day off today?
おや、弥勒からの提案とは珍しい。
Then from Yoga... Oh, that's unusual for Moroku to suggest something. While the English version, Miyoga says, wow, it's rare to hear a suggestion from Moroku. Which, different wording, but pretty much the same thing.
ほんとね。
Let's see, Kagome's response is, in the English version, okay, so a little different, apparently. In the English version, Kagome says, really, as sounding like she's surprised that Moroku, that she says really in a surprised tone, while agreeing with Miyoga that it is a surprise for Moroku to make a suggestion like this. But the Google Translate result makes it sound more like a question because it has a question mark. As though she's going, is it really that rare? Except she's known Moroku for technically longer than Miyoga has, so she pretty much know whether or not it's rare for him to suggest something. So, I don't know.
近くで綺麗な女子でも見つけたのか?
Let's see. And then from Shippo. Shippo says, according to the translation, "Have you found a pretty woman nearby?" While the English version, Shippo says, "Do you think he found a pretty girl nearby?" So, slight context difference is, in the Japanese version, Shippo is directly asking Moroku if he found a pretty woman in the area, while the English version, it's more Shippo thinking aloud to, like, purposefully thinking aloud for everyone else to hear. Kind of interesting.
まさか。今日はとても良い天気だからです。
Let's see. In the English version, Moroku responds with, "No, it's just such a beautiful day." While according to the translation, his response is, "No way, because the weather is so nice today."
Hmm?
Okay, no, this is interesting. This seems more like Songo's glancing at him with a raised eyebrow, just kind of giving him a curious look. But in the English version, there's definitely more of a hint of suspicion to her. Huh. Like she's going, "No, you're definitely up to something."
いや、その。
See. And Moroku, trying to defend himself and failing, responds with, "Well..." While in the English version, he reacts with, "No, well..."
へ、図星だな。
And then from InuYasha, the translation is... No, that definitely looks weird. So in the English version, InuYasha just goes, "Huh, you guessed right." The Google Translate results has this as InuYasha saying, "Heh, you're so lazy." But, the Deep L translation has it as, "You're so immature." So I actually think I'd go with the Deep L translation result of InuYasha going, "Huh, you're so immature." Coming from InuYasha, though, that's funny. And then he's just clearing his throat.
今日は誰と一緒に過ごしたい?
And then Kagome asking who we want to spend time with. But I'm already past the hour, so we're gonna go for another quick break. And we're back. Sorry for the delay on that. So of course, we're gonna spend time with Kagome because this is the Japanese version of Kagome's route. I'm not changing that.
ありがとう。
そんじゃ散歩にでも行ってくっか。
私も付き合うよ。
それでは川に涼みにでも行くとしますか。
いいの。オラも付き合うぞ。
Alright, let's see.
私たちも行きましょう。
あ、そういえば、ゆうべ借りた漫画返すね。
There we go. The Japanese version, he says manga. In the English version, they translate it as comic book, which technically accurate, but considering in the first day off event, in the English version, they had Kururugi say bento box. Even though if they wanted to localize it, they could have just said lunch box or boxed lunch. Because that is more or less what bento translates to. Whatever. So, let's see. In the English version, Kururugi says, here's the comic book I borrowed from you last night. While, according to the translation, is, oh, by the way, I'll return the manga I borrowed last night.
Ah, 面白かった?
According to the translation, Kagome asks, oh, was it fun? While in the English version, she asks, did you like it?
すっごく面白かったよ。かごめさんはこの漫画のどこが好き?
Let's see. See, Kururugi then says, yeah, it was really fun. Oh, hold up. Okay, the translation did something weird. So the translation from what it's showing up should say, it should be Kururugi saying, yeah, it was really fun. Kagome-san, what do you like about this manga? Although the translation, for whatever reason, decided to come up as Kagome-san is, what do you like about this manga? So pretty much just remove the is, and it's fine. In the English version, Kururugi says, yes, it was really interesting. What's your favorite part? Honestly, it does seem like it's different enough, because the English version is Kururugi asking what Kagome's favorite part is, while the translation is Kururugi asking what Kagome likes about the manga, and it makes it come off more as Kururugi asking what Kagome likes about it as a whole, even though it's just the one volume so far.
そうね。特にこのあたりとか。
Let's see. In the English version, Kagome says probably around this part, while according to the translation, Kagome says, I guess, especially around here.
What? ちょっとくっつきすぎ。
Okay, not bad. So of course, Kururugi's inner thoughts. In the English version, Kururugi just goes, too close. Here... Here, though, according to the translation, there is more than just too close. Yeah, okay. According to the translation, Kururugi's thoughts are, whoa, a bit too close.
でも意外。男の子でもこんなの読むんだね。
And of course, the moment it goes to the CG, this interaction is different between Michiru and Kagome. Otherwise, it is pretty much the same with Kagome returning the manga, but their discussion afterwards is just talking about what their favorite part is. Let's see. According to the translation, Kagome says, okay, no, the translation turned out a little weird. In the English version, let's see. Yeah, in the English version, Kagome says, I didn't know guys read these kinds of books too. Let's see. Trying to look at the translation. I think... No, I need to give context. The Google translation result is translating this as, but I don't know. Even boys read this kind of stuff. I'm pretty sure it needs to be reworded to say, but I didn't know boys read this kind of stuff.
いや、友達に勧められてさ。
That laugh. That laugh adds some context here, I feel. Let's see, because in the English version... Okay, no, the English version has a laugh too. In the English version, Michiru responds with, well, a friend recommended it. While the translations are pretty similar, but according to the Google Translate result, Kururugi says, no, a friend recommended it to me. While the Deep L translation is, no, it was recommended by a friend. So, close enough, just different wording.
なるほど。
There we go. Oh, that was a very teasing. That was a very teasing tone. Definitely sounded more teasing than the English version. Because the translation here is Kagome going, I see. While in the English version, she says, huh? Oh, I see.
友達って女の子でしょ。
And then the translation continues with, your friends are girls, right? While the English version, Kagome saying it was a girl, wasn't it? So, this comes off as a little interesting. Because from the English version, it's Kagome saying, oh, like, a girl who... Oh, a friend of yours recommended this? Was it a girl? Is she maybe your girlfriend? But... from this translation... If this is entirely accurate, the intent... the reading behind it feels like Kagome's going... with your friends are girls, right? Kind of sounds like it's trying to hint that all of Michiru's friends are girls, which is like, oh, he has trouble making guy friends, so he has a lot of friends who are girls. Which is interesting to look at because it implies that he's really good, that either he's really good with the ladies or he's easy for girls to trust, and as a result, he's constantly in the friend zone. I don't know. I almost I actually almost want to completely reword it to is this friend of yours a girl? Because I think that would almost sound better, I think. I don't know, I'd have to run that through someone. I'd have to run that by someone.
違うって。
Let's see. Let's see. Hmm. What the? Okay, no, that came out really weird. In the English version, Kururugi just does a simple defensive no. Let's see. But the translation, if it's going off of the rewording that Kagome's asking, is it a friend that's a girl? Or do you have a... no, hold on. How about... Are you... Oh, no, hold on. If rewording Kagome's remark to something like, are you perhaps friends with a girl? The deep L translation's result of no, I'm not makes a bit more sense. The Google Translate result is weird because it came out as picture. It's different. But I'm pretty sure that's wrong. I don't know why it translated picture out of that. But the it's different is there, so I almost want to say it's Kururugi replying with, no, it's different. Like, like the whole, okay. No, hold on. That actually does change the scene a bit from the English version, because again, the English version is Kururugi just awkwardly, defensively saying no. But here it looks more like Kururugi's response is no, it's different. So the whole thing of like, is it a friend that's a girl? Or yeah, no, pretty much that. Yeah, going if rewording Kagome's is it a friend that's a girl? Kururugi responding with no, it's different. Definitely makes it a bit interesting.
それにしちゃ慌ててる。
Let's see. That depends. But what does she say here? Interesting. No, she's definitely teasing him. In the English version, Kagome continues to push forward with, well, you look kind of flustered. But according to the Google Translate result, she continues with, that sounds like a bit of a panic. Whereas the Deep L translator kind of leans into her being much more of a bratty tease with, that's good, you're panicking. Like she's taking enjoyment out of Michiru panicking a little.
それはカゴメさんがこんなに近くにいるからだよ。
Let's see. And Michiru's inner thoughts translates this as, that's because Kagome-san is so close. While in the English version, his inner thoughts are, that's because you're standing so close to me. Although I don't think they're standing, I'm pretty sure they're still sitting on the floor. She's just scooching a little close to show him the page in the manga that she was talking about. And then she's just not getting out of his personal space. Oh. Okay. Well, I gotta translate this. I pretty sure I did not get... Yeah, no, I did not get this from this one in the English version, so I can't really do a comparison. But I'll translate as I can anyway. So the translation here is, after such a fun time, Michiru saw InuYasha and Sango. These events are completely random. You won't get the exact same ones every run, so even if you're copying my playthrough, you're probably not going to get this from this event with Kagome. You might get something else entirely, because whether or not InuYasha goes with Sango here is up in the air. He might even go with Shippo or Moroku and have a completely different event. Let's see. So here, InuYasha is asking, "What are you doing?"
犬夜叉か。飛来骨の修行さ。腕がなまらないようにね。
Let's see. And Sango responds with, InuYasha. Practicing with my Haraikots, so that my skills don't get dull. Don't need to translate that because that's just a little cry. Let's see. InuYasha just questioning what that... Yeah, just questioning what upon seeing the tiny-ass demon.
こりゃまた情けない妖怪の登場だな。
Let's see. Here he says, "Oh, another pitiful yokai has appeared." And Sango calls out, "Go away," although I'm pretty sure it would be better translated as "get away from there." Which I do think the English version of this... I'm pretty sure the English version of this scene went with "get away from there." I don't know, I wouldn't be able to check. Alright, and then she follows up here with, "That was dangerous after killing it."
危なかった？どこが？あれ式の妖怪どうってことねえのに。
Let's see. Okay, according to the translation, InuYasha's dialogue comes out as, "That was dangerous, but how? That monster was nothing special." I'm pretty sure a better translation or rewording of this would be, "How was that dangerous? That yokai was nothing special." Then he goes to check where it came from.
鳥の巣。なるほど、そういうわけか。
A bird's nest. I see. That's how it is. She killed the demon to keep it from trying to destroy the bird's nest and eat the eggs or the babies or whatever. Michiru and Kagome had a lot of fun. And their friendship grew stronger. Let's see. Oh. 1 second here. There we go. Alright. So Kururugi, being the last one to wake up, asks, where is everyone? On the English version... Oh, come on. In the English version, Kururugi asks, hey, where did everyone go?
随分とお疲れのようですな。皆様早くから情報集めとかで外に行かれましたよ。
Densuke responds with, you all seem to be very tired. I'm sure you all went out... Okay, no, this translation came out weird. So the translation, according to Google Translate, came out as, you all seem to be very tired. I'm sure you all went out early to gather information. Whereas the English version, Densuke responded with, you must have been really tired. Everyone else got up early and went to gather information and such. So, based on that, I'd say the translation should be, you seemed to be very tired. I'm sure they all went out early to gather information.
目が覚めたらあなた様も情報を聞いて回るようにとのご伝言です。
Let's see. And then he continues with, this is a message for you to go around and ask around for information when you wake up. According to the translation. Let's see. And in the English version, he says, they said you should do the same once you woke up. Yeah, okay.
やっちゃった。僕も急いで行かなくちゃ。
Okay, in the English version, Kururugi says, how embarrassing. I better get going. While, according to the Google Translate result, Kururugi says, oh no, I have to hurry too. Well, time to see if we can find anyone. But then we're going to get to probably one of the most important bits of dialogue for this game, at least in my personal opinion. So I definitely really want to cover it. Let's see. Hold on, just need to check something first. Okay. Alright, you actually had a voice in the English version.
いいもの見つけた。
And you should be the pink seed. Yep. Alright, one moment here. So I need to... You... Okay. Just making sure I have the English version where I need it to be, so I can do comparisons.
何をしてるかって見ての通り道を直しとるんじゃ
Good, your voice too. That means...
でもまだまだかかるがな
Sorry. Good, you're voiced too. That means you're important. Let's see. According to the translation here... this guy says, what am I doing? As you can see, I'm mending the road. I've still got a long way to go, though. The English version had this as, what am I doing? Isn't it obvious? I'm fixing the road. But we've got a long way to go.
もう1ヶ月もこんな具合なんだけどな
Moment of truth. In the English version, he says, will be done in about a month. The translation says, it's been like... Oh, sorry, what? No, that translation can't be right. And I'm not saying this in comparison to the English version. I just mean in general. But using the English version as a base, he says will be done in about a month. But according to the translation, he says it's been like this for a month now. But that's just what the Google Translate result gives me. The Deep L translation has it as another month. I'm not sure how it's going to work. A bit messy, but he mentions another month. And especially the Google Translate result of it's been like this for a month now can't make sense because Moroku and Sango passed through here on their way back to Coyote's village, and it certainly didn't take them a month.
1ヶ月も
So I feel like the translation would be a lot closer to it'll be like this for about a month. And Kururugi's response is, what? A whole month? While in the English version, Kururugi's response is, 1 month?
そうじゃよもう1ヶ月も道が通れんのじゃ村祭りまでには直したいんだがの
Okay. This should be it. Okay, hold on. Okay. Okay, now I'm getting a reverse situation with the translations. The Deep L translation says the road has been impassable for months. But that doesn't make sense because how else would Moroku and Sango have gotten to and from the castle town from Coyote's village while passing through Suzumi? And even even if they flew using Kilala or Hachi, they probably would have seen the landslide in Suzumi Village, so they shouldn't have suggested going through Suzumi Village if they knew it was blocked off. The Google Translate result, however, is, that's right, the road won't be passable for another month. I want to have it fixed before the village festival. While in the English version, he says, yep, you won't be able to use this road for another month. We should have it done in time for the festival. So, from here, the first day you spend in Suzumi Village, the festival will be in 1 month. That'll be something to keep in mind. I know I pulled this with the English version before, but I'm gonna do it again. Right, I need to get the English version up to this point. Okay. Yeah, that'll do. Let's see. Translation here. Kururugi going, oh, is that a yokai? And the child. But in the English version, Kururugi says, there's a demon and a child. This is the first yokai we run into that speaks that didn't have a, like, reverb effect to its voice. Interesting. In the English version, the demon says, what a tasty looking child. According to Google Translate, it says, looks like a good boy. While the Deep L translator has this as, he's a good looking kid. In the English version, Kururugi responds with, he's gonna get you! Run away! According to the translation, Kururugi is calling out, this is bad! They're targeting you! Run! And the demon says, are you scared, kid? If you stay quiet, I'll swallow you whole so you won't suffer. While in the English version, he says, you're so scared you can't run. Now, if you're really still, I'll try to make this as painless as I can. Alright, Kururugi's inner thoughts. It's really, really nice to know when Kururugi's having their inner thoughts in this game. God damn, I really hate the English version for not doing that. So in the English version, Kururugi's inner thoughts are, if I don't do anything, he's gonna eat that kid. What can I do? While according to the translation, Kururugi's inner thoughts are, if this keeps up, that child will be eaten. I have to do something. And of course, if this were anybody else, they would just go for it, but Kururugi's only recently awakened to their abilities. They're probably not all that confident in being able to use it on their own, especially when there's an innocent also nearby. There's the risk of accidentally hitting the kid. So of course Kururugi's going to be like, oh crap, what do I do? What do I do? I don't really think I need to translate this, but the demon's yelling out, "What?" in surprise. Well, in the English version, does the same thing. Don't need to translate that, that's just a scream of pain.
大丈夫？
And with the demon dead, Kururugi runs up and asks, "Are you okay?" In both the English version and according to the translation, so that's fine.
平気だよ。
Oh shit, that's what Kohaku sounds like in Japanese? Damn. Not what I expected compared to his English voice, but of course, because so far all of the Japanese voices for the characters have sounded pretty different from their English ones. Like, InuYasha's voice in Japanese doesn't really sound like Richard Ian Cox's voice for InuYasha, which I think is just his actual voice. But then I've also pointed out that Kagome in Japanese sounds very different from how she sounds in English. Anyway, the kid says, "Yeah, I'm fine." In the English version, let's see, it says, "Yes, I'm okay."
よかった。
That should be a simple thank goodness. Or just good, I guess. I usually hear it get translated as thank goodness. In the English version, Kururugi says, "I'm glad," which, alright. I mean, pretty much the same meaning behind it. Just interesting choice.
それにしてもなんで逃げなかったんだい？
And then Kururugi asks, "Still, why didn't you run away?" While in the English version asks, "But why didn't you run away?" I don't need to translate that. That's just a meow.
あ、猫。
In the English version, Kururugi remarks, "Oh, a cat." The translations are just having this as, "Oh, cat." But I don't know. I actually would go with the English version of, oh, a cat.
まさかこの猫がいたから？
Let's see. Oh, come on. According to the translation, Kururugi is asking, could it be because of this cat? At least according to the Google Translate result, the Deep L translation has this as, no way, because of this cat? While the English version... Kururugi asks, is it because the cat was here?
うん。
Let's see. In the English version, Kohaku says yes. Here, the translation comes out as, yeah.
そうなんだ。優しいんだね。
According to the translation here, Kururugi is saying, I see, you're so kind. While in the English version, Kururugi says, I see, that's really kind of you. Pretty much the same thing.
そうかな。
And then from Kohaku... oh, come on. There's no way that there's not a better one. Okay, no. Okay. In the English version, Kohaku responds with, really? According to Google Translate, Kohaku is saying, I guess so. But according to the Deep L translation, Kohaku is saying, yeah, I don't think so. So I don't think I'd go with the Deep L translation on this. Either the English version is really, or Google Translates, I guess so, would probably work better.
照れなくてもいいじゃないか。僕だったら逃げてたよ。それにその武器、すごいね。
Let's see. According to the translation, Kururugi says, there's no need to be embarrassed. If it were me, I would have run away. And that weapon is amazing. In the English version, Kururugi says, don't be modest. If it was me, I probably would have run away. That's a cool looking weapon. And you know, it's hilarious that Kururugi is telling someone else to not be modest when Kururugi himself is incredibly freaking modest. But a little interesting... Oh, hold on. The Deep L Okay, the Deep L translator is a little bit different. According to the Deep L translation result, Kururugi says, there's no need to be shy. I would have run away. And that weapon is awesome. So, a little interesting that the English version has Kururugi say, don't be modest. The Google Translate result is, there's no need to be embarrassed. And the Deep L translation is, there's no need to be shy. Technically, aren't modest, embarrassed, and shy different things? Whatever.
これは鎖釜って言うんだ。
Alright, the translation... two kind of different translation results. Google Translate has this as Kohaku saying, this is called Kusarigama. The Deep L translation has Kohaku saying it's called a Kusarigama. And the English version has Kohaku say it's called a Kusarigama. So basically it's the same result as the Deep L translation, so yeah.
へえ、ちょっと見せて。あ、結構重い。
Okay, in the English version, Kururugi asks, "Can I see it?" Then remarks, "Wow, it's pretty heavy." According to the translation, Kururugi says, "Oh, let me see it. It's pretty heavy."
うん。これは普通のとはちょっと違うから。
You can definitely hear a bit more emotion to his voice in the Japanese version than in the English version, that's for sure. Let's see, according to the translation, Kohaku says, "Yeah, this is a bit different from the norm." While the English version, he says, "Yes, it's a bit different from the usual ones."
違うって何が？
Let's see. Let's see, in the English version, Kururugi asks, "Really? Why?" I actually don't think I'd go with the translation on this one because Google Translate is translating this as what's wrong? I think I'd heavily change this translation to something like, "Huh? Is that so? Why is that?"
それは。
In the English version, Kohaku just gives a hesitant, while the translation here says that Kohaku's saying it's before getting cut off.
あ、ごめん。聞いちゃいけなかったのかな。君はここの人？
Oh wait, no, he doesn't get cut off. He just kind of trails off. Let's see. And the translation here from Kururugi is, "Oh, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. Are you from here?" Well, in the English version, Kururugi says, "Oh, sorry. Maybe I shouldn't have asked. Are you from here?" Oh shit, no, that's actually the exact same. Okay. Alright.
ううん。3日前にここに来たばかりさ。
Let's see. According to the translation, Kohaku says, "Uh-huh. I just got here 3 days ago." I don't think it's supposed to be uh-huh. I think it's supposed to be uh-uh. Like, oh shit. Like, you know what I mean. In the English version, he responds with, "No, I just got here 3 days ago."
そう。
And that's just Kururugi saying, "I see." It should be, but I'm gonna translate it anyway. I'm gonna run it through the translator. Yeah, okay. Thanks for the save, cat.
猫が行かなくちゃ。さよなら、またね。
Let's see. According to the translation, Kohaku here is saying, "Oh, the cat. I have to go. Goodbye. See you later." And in the English version, it says, "Oh, the cat. I've got to go. Bye. See you later."
うん。あ、君、名前は？
And here, Kururugi says, "Yeah. Oh, what's your name? I'm Michiru." In the English version, Kururugi says, "Okay. Hey, what's your name? My name is Michiru." Or whatever you decide to name your character, of course.
琥珀だよ。
And Kohaku responds with, "It's Kohaku," in both English and from the translation. And with that, we're gonna go for one more break. And we're back. Oh, Sango's here now. 1 sec, need to get the English. Hold on. Oh, okay. Just needed to get the English version brought up just so I have the comparison ready. Nope. Did not want to go in there.
あ、サンゴさん。こんなところでどうしたの？
Let's see. Here. According to the translation, Kururugi is saying, "Oh, Sango, what are you doing here in a place like this?" While in the English version, Kururugi just more simply asks, "Hey, what are you doing here, Sango?"
花を見ていたの。弟が好きだった花なんだ。
And Sango's response, according to the translation, is, I was looking at the flowers. It's my brother's favorite flower. While in the English version, she says, just looking at the flowers. These are my brother's favorite.
Ototo-san?
I should not need to run this through a translator because simple enough, this is brother. Yeah, translates as brother. The English version had Kururugi ask, your brother.
So.
And then follows up with an I see. Oh, hold on. Uh,
そうか。犬夜叉たちに私の昔の話を聞いたんだね。
So here, according to the translation, Sango says, I see. So you heard the story of my past from InuYasha and the others. The English version kept this a bit more simple by having Sango just say, I guess everyone told you about my past. And then that's just Kururugi confirming her question.
弟は退治屋には向かないくらい優しい子でね。
And Sango says, my brother is too kind-hearted to be an exterminator. While the English version, she says, my brother didn't like to fight. But, hold on. Oh, there we go. It skipped over. Hold on. Skipping over way too much. So for here, Sango says, my brother was so kind. He almost didn't belong in Demon Slayer Village.
戦うことは好きじゃなかったけど、代わりに動物や花が大好きだった。
She follows with, he didn't like fighting, but instead, he loved animals and flowers. While the English version had her say, my brother didn't like to fight, but he loved animals and flowers.
そうだったんだ。きっといい弟さんだったろうね。
Kururugi's response is, I see. I'm sure he was a good little brother. While the English version, Kururugi says, he must have been a really good brother.
ごめん。私はもう少しここで考え事をしてくから、先に行っててくれないか。
Let's see. No, I didn't want to open that. Let's see. Did I continue with this? Yeah, I did. Okay. So the translation here has has Sango saying, sorry, I'm gonna stay here and think about something for a bit. So can you go ahead? While in the English version, they simplified down to, I'm gonna stay here and stay here a while longer. You go ahead. Oh, and there's Kagome.
あら、どうしたの？なんだか浮かない顔ね。
Let's see. What do you say here? According to the translation, Kagome is saying, "Oh, what's wrong? You look a bit sad." While in the English version, she asks, "What happened? Why the long face?"
そうかな。サンゴさんから弟さんの話を聞いちゃったから。
Okay. According to the translation, Kururugi responds with... Oh, I guess so. Oh, geez, no, hold on. The rest of this is turning up really weird. English version, let's pull that up for comparison. So, English version, Kagome asks, what happened? Why the long face? And then Kururugi responds with, oh, Sango was just telling me about her younger brother. So the translation result that I got came out really weird. With, oh, I guess so, in response to Kagome saying that Kururugi looks a bit sad. But then it continues with, from Coral, I heard about your brother. So that definitely needs to be rewritten. So keep the, oh, I guess so, as a response to Kagome pointing out that Kururugi looks a bit sad. But then I guess I would change the rest of it with what the English version had, which was Sango just finished telling me about her brother. Like, that's the best I can think of.
そう。
And then Kagome just responds with, I see, which is what the translation comes out as.
奈落のやつ、琥珀くんを利用してサンゴちゃんを操ろうとしたのよ。
And then Kagome follows with, Naraku is trying to use Kohaku to manipulate Sango. While in the English version, Kagome says, Naraku took Kohaku so that he could try to control Sango. Pretty much the same thing.
ほんと、奈落って最低なやつ。
And then Kagome follows with, really, Naraku is the worst. While the English version, she says, Naraku is so evil.
そうなんだ。琥珀くんを使って。って今琥珀って言った？
Oh, okay. So the first bit was Kururugi mostly talking to himself. Before coming to a realization. So let's see. In the English version, Kururugi says, so he tried to use Kohaku. What? Did you just say Kohaku? While Google Translate has this as, that's right, using Kohaku-kun. Wait, did you just say Kohaku? I would reword it slightly to, instead of that's right, to, I see, using Kohaku. Wait, did you just say Kohaku?
ええ、言ったけど。
Ah. Okay, now this is definitely a different tone from the English version from Kagome. According to the translate, she says, yeah, I just told you. But in the English version, it's a much more simple, yes, I did. Like, there was no, yeah? It was just a straightforward, yes, I did.
そんな、まさかそれじゃ。
Oh shit, okay, I thought this part was, inner dialogue for Kururugi, but apparently not. One moment. We'll see. Yeah, cause... Okay. Okay, no, I'm thinking of a later one. In the English version, Kururugi says, it couldn't be. But, while the translation here has Kururugi saying, no way. That's not possible.
急にどうしたの？
And according to the translation, Kagome is asking, what happened all of a sudden? While in the English version, she asks, what happened?
偶然じゃないとは思うけど、あの子も琥珀って名前だった。
There we go. This was the inner thoughts I was expecting. Let's see. So inner thoughts. According to the translation, Kururugi is thinking, I don't think it's a coincidence. That boy's name was Kohaku too. While in the English version, the inner thought is, this can't be a coincidence. That boy's name was Kohaku too. So, not too different, just a difference of, I don't think it's a coincidence, and this can't be a coincidence. But, it goes on.
それに、サンゴさんと同じで鎖鎌を使ってた。
Okay, no, this is a bit more clear. Because in the English version... In the English version, Kururugi's thoughts continue with, and he was using the same weapon as Sango. But the translation makes it much more obvious with also, like Sango, he was using a Kusarigama. Because he recognizes the weapon type as one that Sango has. Even if currently in the Japanese version, I don't have it unlocked for her as a technique yet.
直接琥珀くんに聞いてみよう。
And then Kururugi continues with, I'll ask Kohaku directly. While in the English version, continues with, I should ask him.
ごめん、かごめさん。僕、しなきゃいけないことができちゃった。
And then, according to the translation, Kururugi says, sorry, Kagome-san. I have something I need to do. While in the English version, says, I'm sorry, Kagome, but I have to go do something now. And then before Kagome can stop them, Kururugi just runs off. Or at least that's the only explanation there really can be. Let's get this where I need it. I'm not going to translate that because that's just a sigh of defeat or giving up.
すいません。
In the English version, Kururugi says, excuse me. And for the translation, Kururugi says, sorry, in a manner of trying to get this person's attention. Or I guess excuse me could still work because that's what the D-Bell translator brings it up as.
おいら才能ないのかな。
Let's see. This villager in the English version says, maybe I'm no good at this. While according to the translation is saying, maybe I don't have any talent.
今日も庄屋さん家の前で取れたスズメが一羽きり。これじゃ夕ご飯にもなりゃしない。
And continues with, in the translation, today too, only one sparrow was caught in front of the village headman's house. This won't even be dinner. While in the English version says, I caught one little sparrow today in front of the headman's house. It's not even enough for dinner.
すいません。ちょっと聞きたいことが。
The translation here for Kururugi is, I'm sorry, there's something I'd like to ask you. While in the English version, Kururugi says, excuse me, can I ask you something?
あ、うん、なんだい?
The translation here is, oh, yeah, what is it? Well, in the English version, he says, sure, what is it?
ここにいた男の子を知らないですか？琥珀くんって言うんだけど。
Kururugi's translation here is, well, do you know the boy who was here? His name is Kohaku. While the English version, Kururugi says, do you know the boy that was here before? His name is Kohaku.
猫と遊んでた子かい? それなら、さっきこの先に歩いてったよ。
here the villager's saying, the one who was playing with the cat? And then he just walked past here. While in the English version, he says, the boy playing with the cat? Yeah, I just saw him walking over there.
そう、ありがとう。それと、街の中にいたら狩りはできないと思うよ。
And here, according to the translation, Kururugi says, ah, thank you. And, you know, if you're in town, I don't think you can hunt. While in the English version, Kururugi says, thank you. And I don't think you can hunt in the city. I don't know why they said city there, but okay. Because, like, cities weren't exactly a thing in the feudal era, I don't think. Like, they had to be huge fucking places. Like, not like modern day, but still pretty damn big compared to, like, the size of the village here.
やっぱりそうなのかな。
Then again, we've also been to Kasasagi town, so this wouldn't exactly count as a town either. Whatever. According to the translation, this guy's saying, oh, I guess that's true after all. While in the English version, he says, oh, that's what I thought. Cat go meow.
あれは琥珀くんと一緒にいた猫。
Oh, inner thoughts, okay. Honestly, I almost thought in the English version this was Kururugi speaking out loud to himself. According to the translation, oh, that's the cat that was with Kohaku. Well, in the English version, come on now. Oh. Okay, in the English version, Kururugi says, there's the cat that was with Kohaku.
どこへ行くんだろう。
And here, Kururugi's thinking, where are you going? Well, in the English version is, I wonder where it's going. Well, let's find
あ
out.
の猫、確かこの辺に入っていったな。
In the English version, Kururugi says, I'm pretty sure that cat went in around here. No, I don't think that one. While according to the translation, Kururugi says that cat definitely went in around here.
あれ、茂みで見えなかったけど、この先にも道があるんだ。
And then continues with, ah, I couldn't see it because of the thicket, but there's a path ahead. While the English version, Kururugi says, I couldn't tell from behind that bush, but it looks like there's another road ahead.
Ah, いた。琥珀くんだ。
Okay. And we've got some more inner thought lines here that I wasn't actually sure of for the from the English version. Let's see. So, according to the translation, Kururugi's thoughts are, there he is, it's Kohaku. While the English version has it as, I see him. There's Kohaku.
洞窟？どこへ行くんだろう。
And here, Kururugi's thoughts are, that cave. Where's he going? Well, in the English version is, they have Kururugi's lines as a cave. Where's he going? But... I almost don't know if I want to keep pushing forward, because I'm pretty sure I won't have the time to get through the whole next little section. Yeah, I think I'll call it here. So, actually, yeah, I can just do this. Or, nah, I know what I can do. Whatever. Next time, or next stream, we'll head into the cave and go after Kohaku. And maybe see what the heck is going on. Till then, this has been the Azure Guardian. See ya.